With plans now underway to equip Ukraine armed forces with American Patriot air defense system, there is a debate about just how effective it really is, and how it compares to its Russian competition. First, two caveats. One, publicly released details about most air defense systems are rare. Two, generally speaking, air defenses are not as effective as they're claimed to be. The word Patriot is an acronym for Phased Array Tracking Radar for Intercept on Target. In 1991, the Patriot system became the first system to ever intercept an inbound ballistic missile. The Army claimed the Patriot had an 80% success rate in Saudi Arabia and 50% in Israel. Not long after, the Army reduced those figures to 70% and 40%. The effectiveness of Patriot systems proved to be low despite almost ideal conditions, low-speed targets, solitary launches, absence of electronic countermeasures environment and false targets. In case of the Iraqi missile strike against the American military barracks in Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, in February 1991, the failure of the Patriot intercept led to a tragedy. 27 troops were killed and about 100 wounded. Once hostilities commenced, a problem arose. Due to the enormous amount of electronic equipment involved in the fast-moving battle, there was cluttered cyberspace. Electronic signals interfered with each other, creating confusion for radars and communication systems. This could have contributed to Patriot's mistaken intercept of a British Tornado and a Navy F-18 fighter jet. The night of January 25, 1991, in Tel Aviv, 3 Patriots were fired into the air, fell back to earth, and exploded, 2 of them in residential areas. The Israeli newspaper Ma'ariv reported at the time that 1 Israeli was killed, 44 were wounded, and 4,156 apartments were destroyed. The Israeli Defense Force calculated they destroyed just 2% of targets. William Cohen, Bill Clinton's Secretary of Defense, admitted upon leaving office in January 2001, the Patriot didn't work. The attack on the oil facilities in the Saudi districts of Kariz and Abqaiq on September 14, 2019 cut off roughly half of the country's oil production in one day. Cruise missiles and drones allegedly made in Iran were able to circumvent the defenses of Saudi Arabia's military, including the 6 battalions of Patriot missile defense systems. Notably, the Patriot missile defense system is generally designed to combat ballistic missiles and airplanes that can be spotted from farther away. As cruise missiles and drones can fly closer to the ground, the curvature of the Earth makes them harder for radar to detect. Russian systems are capable of using mobile radar masts to combat this problem. On June 23, 2020, the Iran-supported Houthi rebels in Yemen fired a Burkan 2 missile, a Scud variant, aimed at the international airport in Riyadh some 600 miles to the northeast. The incoming missile had come apart by itself at the end of its trajectory. All 5 PAC-3 interceptors, the Saudis fired, had missed the target. The PAC-3 utilizes a more precise, longer-range radar and faster data processing systems. And the missile doesn't carry a warhead, rather, it is designed to slam into the target. This is why it's called an HTK, or hit-to-kill, weapon. In theory, there is a major advantage to HTK. If the Patriot is fired mistakenly or misses, it won't explode when it falls back to Earth. The PAC-3 MSE variant of the Patriot interceptor is a significant upgrade over the PAC-2, and has significant anti-ballistic missile capabilities. The Patriot is a niche system that is designed to provide medium-range air and missile defense over a much smaller geographic area. However, it's complemented by a host of other systems that together provide capable air defenses. Countries seeking effective defense against aircraft and missiles will have to buy two costly American systems, Patriot and THAAD, while the Russian S-400 can unite their functions. While a single battery can only need as few as 3 personnel to operate, up to 90 are required to move it and set up all its components. These systems don't pick up and move around the battlefield. You put them in place somewhere that defends your most strategic target, like a city. The S-400 is a single jack-of-all-trades system that is designed to provide formidable air and missile defense over a wide area at an affordable cost. Particular strengths of the S-400 series are their extended reach, their flexible ability to strike at different targets, primarily aircraft but also cruise and ballistic missiles, and their sophisticated sensors. The S-400 is also designed to operate in any direction, whereas Patriot systems are limited to whatever direction they are set up. Some analysts have suggested that many of the Patriot batteries deployed near the Saudi oil facilities targeted, may not have been looking in the right direction to deter the attack. The S-400 is also highly flexible when it comes to engagement ranges. The system uses multiple types of interceptors based on the target's range. The S-400 will probably detect, track and fire at a target long before the Patriot can even see it clearly. Russia's S-400, a mobile long-range surface-to-air missile system, costs approximately $500 million, whereas a Patriot PAC-2 battery costs $1 billion. A single Patriot intercept missile costs about $4 million. The S-400 system can detect threats within a range of 600 kilometers, 372.8 miles, and it has different types of missiles for shooting down threats in different ranges, from 40 kilometers, 24.8 miles, to 400 kilometers, 248 miles. The Patriot's radar can detect threats within a range of around 150 kilometers, 93.2 miles, while it can shoot down targets within a range between 20 kilometers, 12.4 miles, to 160 kilometers, 99.4 miles. The S-400 can shoot ballistic missiles within a range of 60 kilometers, 37.3 miles, while it can shoot aerodynamic targets within a range of 400 kilometers, 248 miles. The S-400 can shoot targets at an altitude of 10 meters, 32.8 feet, while the Patriots can shoot targets at a 60 meters, 196.8 feet, altitude. While the Patriot system was developed in 1982, the S-400 was created in 2007. The Patriots need 25 minutes for being ready for launching, while it takes only 5 minutes for the S-400. In Ukraine, S-400 has been working effectively, neutralizing most targets they engage. In March 2022, S-400 made a record kill by shooting down Ukrainian Su-27 over Kiev at the range of 150 kilometers. In the end, these are two very different systems built with different goals in mind. Both systems have excellent radar and command and control systems that can work in fully autonomous or semi-autonomous modes. Since the S-400 is expected to hit targets at extreme ranges, its radar is more powerful than the Patriot's and has longer range. Today, the Patriot is operated by 18 nations, with the United States operating the largest fleet of systems, with 16 Patriot battalions operating upwards of 50 Patriot batteries that have more than 1,200 interceptors in the field. There were 57 battalions deployed in Russia, with at least 25 regiments as of 2019. Current operators of S-400 systems: Algeria, Belarus, China, India, Turkey. At least 13 countries have expressed interest in buying a Russian missile system. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt, Vietnam, and Iraq have all discussed buying the S-400 missile system from Russia.